Hey everyone, so I decided to go ahead and just bring up and kind of go through, see what my fleet looks like and get everyone's opinions on everything. So let's go through it and just kind of see what happens. So, kind of going over with the overview of everything. I've got it in three different kind of tiers I'm working with. Starting on, I'm of course going to go with some of the medical gameplay. I do have the Endeavor Hope, which hopefully will be out at some point. Who knows if or when, or like 10, 15 years maybe, who knows. Do have the Apollo Medevac as well as the C8R to kind of help with that. Of course, the Medevac also not currently being out. It's being used as a Cuddy Red right now, but at least whenever it does come out, it'll be good. I, because I have the Endeavor Hope and already have that going, I have not completed my CCU chain for the Apollo Medevac yet. I've actually still have it as the Mercury Star Runner, but I'm not going to include that in the actual list. And of course, the C8R Pisces, I have that. It basically, of course, is kind of the get around everyday type thing. Going down to the industrial side down here, down at the bottom, got my Galaxy, which mainly going to be using for cargo. I may get the medical module with it. Um, that's kind of what might lead to with the CEDAR, maybe some with the medevac until it does come out. Depending on, of course, what comes first, what comes later. But it's definitely going to be probably my main cargo ship for the time being. And of course, I have the Vulture and the Prospector down here. Vulture, of course, salvage, mainly on my own. A lot of times, Prospector mining, same thing. But that way, at least kind of get me going. And as people join me later on, be able to upgrade up to some different ships and add a few more things to kind of help with. Now, in the middle, I have kind of the military-esque type stuff. Of course, I've got my Polaris. That one will probably kind of be my home base in a way. That way, at least have some room to move around, have a place for anybody that joins me, friends, org mates, anything, can actually come join, hang out, do what we want to do. Um, I have the Gladius as my main kind of combat ship, and the Legionnaire as kind of a get around, have fun, goof off, see what happens type thing. And I'm waiting on the Zeus as well. Uh, do have something I was going to go through later with it between the Zeus and the Cuddy and all that stuff. But for right now, this kind of has a good overview of the ships. Going into the fleet yard, of course, gives some more details on it. I'm looking if I want to kind of crew everything, looking at around 16 people in all for a minimum, 37 a max. We'll have 10 ships, which granted, half of these aren't going to be out most of the time. I'll usually have the Gladius, probably the Zeus, be kind of the everyday type ones. Then, of course, Vulture and Prospector to get out, do some mining, salvaging, bringing that into it, and that way I can at least have a steady stream of income while I'm out salvaging or mining. I can go ahead and let the refining part of it at least do the mines while I'm doing one or the other. If I decide to do bunkers or something, got different ways. Bounty hunting, I'm going to do another video on the bounty hunting part of it later, but that's where the Zeus is going to come in. Do have a couple of ground vehicles that I don't have listed here. Just didn't see the need for them right now. They were just different things that over time kind of came in with packages and things like that. But this just a quick overview of what I've got. Let me know what you think. I do have plans on using all of them kind of together, not just oh it's all medical gameplay, all it's industrial. I'm going to kind of work around some things. Mainly, I want whenever we have the org is up and going, I want it to be able to go ahead and have a kind of a secret service type thing, or not secret service, but a private military type thing going. That way, later on, I can go ahead and have the medical part of it to help with that. Not just to help out other people, but also if, say, something happens while there's say a bounty that we're picking up, something happens, somebody gets injured, got a lot of the medical to kind of help out there and quickly get everything back up and going. it, looking forward to kind of those kind of aspects of it, the bounty hunting version 2, where we can actually have people that we're picking up a lot easier, taking them into custody. Um, do have questions on how the brig and, of course, the capsules for the bodies and everything, whenever you have them on cold storage, how that's going to work in the Zeus, which I don't actually see here right offhand the interior picture, but it will. But this way, I can at least kind of have a multitude of different things I want to do in the game. Not just set on one particular version of it. I want to kind of bring in a lot more experience on some stuff. But like I said, I'll get into more detail on some of the finer points of it later. This is kind of just an overview. And like I said, it's mainly kind of a starting point that I wanted to look toward. Um, yeah, I know there's been a lot with the galaxy and stuff, but of course that one, where it does have the base building part of it's kind of what made me want to go ahead and get it over the carrot. But again, that's another video for a future date. But let me know what you think. If you have any comments, questions, or anything, feel free, hit me up, let me know, put it in the comments down below, and y'all have a good one. Thanks.